the T-bar, yeah, like at the moment, to get down to the technicalities, I mean, we've got things like T-bar and what have you already sorted out. Right, I shall need to, the referees' rooms,
Yep.
and the changing rooms.
Yep.
Now, you've already said you're going to be sole occupancy
Yep.
most of the time. I'll say that because if something does happen. So you've got a function room.
First function room, bar. So you've got TV and all that input there.
Yeah, that's always useful for sort of trying to drag the money in. Do you anticipate much of a support?
Yes, we have nearly £700. 700 kids that play within the junior setup.
Yeah, and do you
60
think?
odd teams.
Oh yes, I appreciate that. I'm talking about when you actually play on a Saturday afternoon. Do you anticipate?
Yeah, we
sport?
will do, because where you come in, you see where you come in?
Yeah.
On the right hand side there,
Yeah.
development, there's 6,500 houses going there.
Right.
So it's
right,
only a mile away from here.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So,
brilliant.
you know, that's... You should come on. There
Yeah.
we go. So these are changing areas. We have 8 changing rooms.
Yeah.
We normally use the first 2 for female, but they're unisex as well. The last 6 are for our teams.
Right.
So what we do with referees, we actually...
well, let's start with them. Yeah. Use allocate. Yeah.
Yeah, we usually allocate a referee's room down here.
Yeah. And this is where I might need to start to take a few dimensions just to make sure. So, referee's room, or proposed referee's room. I'm not even going to bother to take the tape out because I can see that the size is there already. This is actually to facilitate a football team, isn't it, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shower heads. WC. Urinals, and then a separate change area. Should be absolutely no complaints about that whatsoever.
So we mark that up as referees.
Yeah, that's officials as you say, yeah. And then a kit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the rest of the changing rooms
are they the similar sort of size? to
exactly the
that?
same size.
Okay.
So our borough to be using these into the lot.
They're all the same size?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean...
Okay. So, we've got, again, 6 shower heads. This light's on in here, by the way.
Yeah, they always come on, I think.
Okay. 1 WC there. 1 WC there. No urinals in these ones, though. Okay, and then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, approximately 24 square metres of changing space. You will in due course need to be able to facilitate a treatment table.
Okay.
And you've got that elsewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got that. So, down here at the moment, because we don't currently do it, we will use that in room as the physio room, and that's got, and it probably will kick in from next year. So we've got some, we're going to create some storage in here, put all this lot on here. It's got a sink, tap and everything, but at the moment it's just storing chairs.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Can I see the tunnel where we open up?
Yes, please. So obviously the referee and the players all come out into this one particular avenue. They've all got the separate changing rooms to go away.
The referee needs to call them, then we've got a bell system.
Okay.
Here. So we just should work. Can you hear it? So it just presses changing room 1, changing room 2. The bells are in the changing rooms.
Right, well I couldn't hear them, but I'll take your word for the fact that they're working. And then
they come out here,
and out onto the
And out to the
change.
pitch. Do you want me to open it up?
No, I've seen it from the other side, so I'm quite happy with that.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Good. So we like to look after people when they visit us.
Yes.
So any officials or anything like that. Obviously the referees as well. So we bring them into the players' lounge, and I'll show you where that is. And we'll put some sandwiches on for them and stuff like that because it's quite nice. And we like to be known as a friendly club.
Yeah.
And that's what something we'll do no matter what division.
Yeah. Well, we've all got to start somewhere. I mean, obviously, your Saturday afternoon will be an initial experience, won't it?
Yes.
I try to be in all the time.
And this is your players' lounge,
Yes.
is it? Which is separate from your other lounge.
Yes. So we'll bring out some of our sponsors will come in.
Yeah.
Referees come in for a pre-match cup of tea, watch a bit of TV,
Yeah.
have a drink.
It's fine. Yeah. It's far more than you'll see at quite a few of the grounds because they're only hitting the grade I requirements.
Yeah.
And I've got to do a stock list to ensure that they are doing, and that's really at Premier Division as opposed to Division 1.
Okay.
But you're obviously looking for higher things, aren't you?
We're looking to go into a nice league with some nice teams in it, and play some decent football.
Define nice,
OB and stuff like that.
Well, OB are no longer with us.
Aren't they?
No, OB Town Reserves have gone into the UCL Reserves,
Aren't they?
and OB Town first team who were with us have moved on up into the UCL Premier. But they're awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
And we've got some
we've
good,
had a look. So.
given the fact that we have, I might be wrong here because I haven't done my sums, 8 reserve sides from step 6 and higher.
Yeah.
In Division 1, you've
Okay.
got some good facilities.
Yeah,
Not on par with yours, but good facilities. I mean, Ansty Nomads and Barrowtown, and they're
great.
good. They're good.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of homework.
Yeah, and they play good football as well.
Secretary's area.
Yeah.
So we will be doing all this paperwork here, and then.
Are you? Who is?
I probably won't. There's a guy called Steve Turner is the secretary.
Right. Obviously, very much of interest to me because I assist in the senior league with.
Say hello to me. Did he say goodbye to me?
I didn't quite it. I mean, I assist with registrations, but I'm the development officer,
Okay.
and I'm also the press officer, so I take
Right.
the results.
Okay.
So it's of interest to me
Yeah.
to meet the people concerned.
Yeah. So you full time? All full time, isn't it? Your league.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the other thing to just touch on there is registration is going to be done through the whole game system.
Yes. Brilliant.
So if your secretary is already familiar with the portal, which he should be through discipline and other matters,
Yep.
that's where we're going this season, and hopefully we're going to be as much electronic as possible, given that we'll ask the committee to approve the filling in of team sheets on the system
Okay.
using the whole game system.
Yeah. Good.
So we do the hospitality and respect as well,
Yeah. Good.
which and we
All right. That's good. I like that.
not so much in the senior league as we do the East Midlands, but we do all that.
So, I mean, I'll just show you the rest of the site really.
Yeah,
So we've got
yeah.
2 little small Astros here, which there was no fun. We actually got some grants in to actually to build them to. The plan there is to build from there, because they've been in a few years now. They're still 3G and they're still good pitches. The plan there is to put a sports hall in there.
Right.
So in the next couple of years, 2-3 years, we're going to put a sports hall in
Are you
there.
getting a lot of funding through?
FA, Sport England pays for the AstroTurf.
Right.
We do our own maintenance.
And did you get that primarily because you were facilitating people under the age of 18, or was it just?
No,
Just
generally. Yeah, generally. Yeah, so with the AstroTurf pitch, SIS, who actually built the pitch, they give us that.
Yeah.
And we had concerns about that because it's meant to see fibres. In fact, we argued quite a lot about it. because the fibres are meant to sit up.
Yeah.
When that, so you brush them,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you go over them with tyres. So you're brushing with this,
Yeah,
forward,
and running it down.
and then you run it down again.
Well, our grading officer for the East Midland counties, and who was very much involved with this Leicestershire Senior League for a long time with Holwell Sports, Graham Parker, actually works for John Deere, so we'll take that up with him, shall we?
Well, we said to Sis, we said that can't be right, because you're saying the fibres need to sit up. They're running them down when we go over that. And even if you went reverse, you'd still be running them down.
Yeah.
So fair play to Sis. They went and had a look at it, and they give us this.
Right.
They actually give us this. So, yeah. Give us that.
Yeah.
That's a brush, and that's a decompaction tine.
Right.
And then brushes again. So it brings all the rubber right to the top of the surface. And then 10 years we need to get out of that.
Yes. Yeah.
And that will now make sure 10 years. Football Foundation, through the PPI programme, paid for that.
Oh. Well,
and they paid for the Virgin Grader as well.
Yeah. Well, there is one other ATP in Division 1, that's Ayleston Park Reserves.
Okay, yeah.
Their facility is a little bit further away from the changing rooms.
Yeah.
Because yours is directly outside your changing rooms. Ayleston Park is in reverse.
Yeah.
They've got their grass pitch immediately outside the changing rooms.
Right.
And then the ATP at the back.
The other
of it.
side. Do you know what? We were going to do that, but an advice from the Football Foundation, a lady.
Good advice.
A lady we know, she says no.
Yeah. Put your ATP.
We won't fund it there, but we'll. My suggestion is to put it outside there.
I inspected one at De Montfort University 3 or 4 weeks back.
Yeah.
And their ATP is right outside the changing rooms as well. And then the pitch is further, the grass pitch is further on.
Yeah.
With the fact that ATPs are being used more and more, that's the way we're going to go.
Yeah.
We didn't lose too many last year. We've actually got in Leicestershire an emergency pitch funding facility from the County FA that enabled us to use a couple of ATPs.
I watched it,
Yeah, and we used an ATP down on Ayleston playing field. I've got to be careful what I say there, because if I say Ayleston Park, people think I'm talking about the football field. I'm not. It's Ayleston playing field.
Okay.
It's an ATP, which is there's one there, and there's one at GNG.
Yeah.
Right. Again, that was a council. But yeah, I mean, this is so.
So I remember looking at that, looking at what the county offered for emergency playing pitch, which was a fantastic idea. I actually suggested to the Birmingham County FA. I said, what a great idea this is, can't you adopt that?
Yeah, well, I mean, they adopted it in principle for Sunday / County FA game.
Yeah.
But we were going in a bit of a tight spot with a couple of teams, and I approached them and said, yeah, fine,
Yeah, really good. Really good idea.
They were being charged something like £75 for the use of the pitch.
Yeah.
But if they'd gone direct, that was through the council. But if they'd gone direct, it'd been more like £55. And the County FA was bunging in to sort of cover that cost for them.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it was really good.
How is it?
So, are people here normally all week round?
Yes, so every evening we have to train on here. The Leisure Leagues do their Sunday night thing, so we have 18 teams down here on a Sunday.
Yeah.
For a couple of hours.
No, I mean, I saw the young man there on his buggy, and you're here.
They're the groundsman.
Yeah.
So he's a volunteer groundsman. Guy up there on top of that, he gets paid part time to do it. So yeah, we get him to work like mad. These guys over here, we're extending the pitch over there. I'll take you over.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the grass pitches as well, just in case.
Yeah, we've got some really good grass pitches as well. In total, we've got 19.
Right. It's quite a big complex, isn't it?
It's a 35 acres.
It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen. It's either big, it's bigger than De Montfort Uni.
What about Harborough?
Well, they're not in our league.
Oh, okay.
They played
they're in
under 18 midweek league.
Okay.
But they're in the UCL now.
Right.
And they got there. They did come via the Leicestershire Senior League. I don't know how they got there. Okay. With the league allocations doing their business these days. We deal with this sort of things, but once they get into the non-league structure, well, they do it. We used to have a say, but not so much these days.
So I mentioned car parking. We've got 261 car parking spaces here, believe it or not.
Well, I've actually did sort of comment on that prior to me coming in. I was looking round.
What do you do? Just record it all and then you just put it up on a
Well,
screen and show
it's the first time I've done it, you know, so I'm going to learn. You know, but yes, I can just do that. The other guys, yeah, because they've got no idea what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, they'll all see exactly what there is.
Yeah.
I think one guy's been here before.
Okay.
Michael Collins, and he seemed to think he was calling it 4G, and I thought, no, I'll keep him out, sure.
So all our girls play in the Leicester League, Leicester Women's League.
All right, yeah.
Yes, so all our girls play.
So, we've touched on the fact that registration's been done whole game system.
Yeah.
You'll obviously be disciplined through another area.
Yeah.
Which again run through your portal. We use fa.com for resource and everything of that nature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, yeah, that's the way to go, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, but we will necessitate electronic requirements in due course.
This is our grass pitch.
Yeah.
We have our teams playing on here, 18s, 16s, 15s. Decent grass pitch. We're just looking after it at the moment. Put a bit of water on it and
yeah.
doing that. Obviously got 2 dugouts. Basically, what we done, we actually moved this lot from there, from where the 3G is now. Yeah. And then picked it up and put it here.
Yeah.
And it's turned out fantastic.
It's nice and flat. Have you got a ballpark size of the pitch? Is it 100 by 64? Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many places aren't. Yeah. And I must admit that it's my pet hate that the entry level pitch size is 90 by 45, and as soon as you want to step up,
you've got to go
to 100 by 64 or play in any FA competition. It's 100 by 64. So if somebody spent a lot of money like this and hadn't got the space
and hadn't got the room either,
they'd be very, very angry.
So if we do progress in the future, that barrier there will come out, and there'll be a stand coming in, right to this corner, and that'll look after at least one step, and then we'll just continue. We've already done some homework on it. We're not.
So at the moment, we're looking fairly good. I mean, the ATP is not restrictive, although the one at De Montfort, they had hard standing all the way round.
Yes, which is
it's obviously the pitch is where they do most of the hard work. The fencing appendices are sort of just a nominal fee, really, aren't they? You've got the run-off areas and such like. It's never the pitch that's the problem, it's the facilities around it. And
we'll find that side.
Yes.
When it comes into,
yes.
If we go along like or if it evolves.
Well, at step 6 you'll need, correct, I might be wrong,
I don't know.
2 sides hard standing.
But then I can come to you for that, can't I?
Of course you can. Yeah. It's also on the web as well. I've got in my folder here with me.
Well, you can set. You've got the information. If you've got the information, why just send it me and say you've got it.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things we've done. Actually, when we got that pitch, we actually had some water transferred from over there to here.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
The SIS put it in free.
Yeah.
So we thought, wow. A guy down at the Crick done some calculations for us and says, if you do this, and this, you'll get this. And so we can run 6 sprinklers off it, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we put them on a time, so it's on for an hour, goes off.
Yeah.
And comes on for another hour, 6 hours later.
So, what's the connection with Rugby Town? I know Rugby is your locality, but what's the...
There's no connection.
Right. Because your website pops up Rugby Town, doesn't it,
Yes.
at the moment?
Yeah, we've got a domain name.
Right.
For some strange reason.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So that happened years ago.
So you're going to be known as Rugby Borough?
Yes.
Rugby
Because
Borough.
because when we discussed the name with Birmingham County Football Association,
Yeah.
Birmingham County Football Association came back and said, we can't have the name town in there because there's already a rugby town.
Correct.
So
Yes.
to stop us getting confused or anything like that, these are the suggestions.
Yeah.
So they give us a list of suggestions, and we just went to the borough one, and they were quite happy with that.
So, so financially, how you've obviously got quite a lot going on here, but from a day-to-day running point of view, how's that work for you?
Well, obviously people need to use the facility.
Yeah.
We have functions here in the evenings, weekends and everything. So we've got presentation nights on the weekend, we've got a party, we've got kids parties on a Sunday afternoon, we've got our festival this weekend, under 9s and 10s, which play on the other pitches up there. That pitch does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They've done a decent job there.
Now, that's fine. Now, do you realise that you'll be subject to the standard code of rules?
Yes.
Right. Have you read those, or are you aware of them?
I haven't. I don't think I've actually have I received.
Well, I don't.
Are they on full time?
They are actually. They were.
Okay.
They are in the process of being amended. The reason why I mention it is, unfortunately, there are certain fines in there. There's a fines tariff.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen that one.
So.
And it's not pennies, is it?
No, we're talking about if you were unfortunate enough to fail to fulfil
Yeah.
a game, it's going to be almost automatically 3 points deducted.
Yeah,
That's
I
by
know.
rule,
That's the way they're.
and up to £75
Yeah.
plus expenses.
I know. We're very careful on fines. What we do here with our junior teams, right? Because we've got so many, if everybody say I don't know 50 teams, say they all got a £10 fine, that's 500 quid.
Yeah, exactly.
That is 5 level 1 courses that we could pay for. So what we do is we say any administration issues, because we bring them in at the start of the season. We say this is the criteria for this year. This is what you've got to do. And if we get fined for anything, administration, they have to pay the fine.
Yeah.
So, and do you know what? I think we paid 30 quid in fines this year.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
juniors.
Well, that's
a completely different setup with the seniors because it's a completely different monster, isn't it?
yeah.
So yeah, we'll be very careful on that. And our under 21s played in the Midland Football League
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
So yeah, so you have got experience of adult
Yes.
or open age football,
Yes.
should I say? I nearly said adult, but I mean open age
But not
football.
under the name Borough,
Yeah.
under the name Juniors.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I mean, a lot of these questions probably will be repeated. It's I've got 2 AGMs next week, one Wednesday, one Thursday, and I think yours is Thursday, isn't it? That's the Novax.
I haven't notification. So,
Well,
can we just take, this is a wooden pitch that we've had extended. This was a 16 to 17-year-old pitch, probably just squeezed 18s on. But we've just extended it slightly.
Yeah. Well, to make it to the
Yes, we can
What
make
do you
it.
mean?
We can make it. Yeah. So a reserve team can play here.
Are you thinking of putting a reserve
possibly.
team forward?
Not this year.
Right.
We need
okay.
to get up and running.
Yeah.
Have a look at everything. Have a look at the finances, of course.
Yeah.
See how we go.
Well, I was going in Division 1, as I've been told, it's going to be rebadged this year. It was called the Championship. You only get a referee.
Okay.
In Step 7, you get the 3 officials, where
Alright.
the cost is around £100 a game, home game.
Yeah.
Whereas Division 1, I think I'm right in saying it's around £35. But that will be inclusive of the
So we don't get
expenses.
no linos then.
No, you have club linos
Okay.
in Division 1.
So would the league have any objection to us, or would it? Well, I suppose the club wouldn't. If we said we had a couple of officials running the line, as in proper officials.
I've not come across that before, and I'll have to go back and take it on advisement, because I don't know. you'd certainly
What-
be
what would we
welcoming
do?
with one of your own.
Yeah, what we would probably do is ask the club that's coming to us, saying, look, you know, there's no need for you to provide a lino if you don't want to. We can provide a official, somebody that's qualified to run your side of the line.
It sounds all very nice, but I don't really know the answer to that. Certainly no issues
I can
with
ask
you.
the question.
Yeah, there's no problem.
With us doing with it.
Yeah, there's no problem with you having your official. That's expected of you.
Yes.
And the visiting club will expect to provide their official. It doesn't always happen.
I know it doesn't.
You know, because we don't live in the perfect world. Yeah, but
Sporting will give us some money to do some couple of pitches across here. So they've got £65,000 to this side. It's part of our side as well.
you might be most useful imparting some of your knowledge to some of the guys back in the league who want some funding.
Well, yeah. So,
I mean, Sporting England are obviously the people to approach.
so we've had some problems with these, but fair play to them. They've actually come out and sorted it all out.
It looks again very good,
So
doesn't it?
they're 9v9 pitches.
Yeah.
But what we'll actually do is play some 5v5 across there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You've obviously levelled that, haven't you?
Oh yeah, that was part of the £65,000. What they actually done was cut and filled it.
Yeah.
It actually the drain, and then these guys drained it. These guys drained it as part of the contract. They all sunk, and they didn't sink by inches. They sunk by a foot. So we had to get. Luckily, the consultant who looks after the project for us, he asked Sporting. He said, "Never seen this before. Unprecedented. You need to give the guys some more money to fill these holes in because it was pure sand root zone." So they did, and now they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, excellent.
So there's another one up there that's flat as pancake. You can just see the top of it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously these are peripheral things, but they're always of
Yeah,
interest. Of course they are.
people
I mean,
like coming to the
that's-
side.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You know, people will enjoy coming here. They might whinge and moan a bit about, you know, top end of the county to rugby,
yeah.
but they'll enjoy it once they get here.
They
And
will.
If you look after
And
them,
we'll
right,
make sure they will.
Right, well, I'm just going to shut this down now because that's giving me a nice panoramic view of this site.